when you use something outside your body, like a pendulum or L rods or something to that effect, or a bobber. And it's basically a way of trying to sense other energy. Like everything is energy, okay? And we all separate energy by calling it a name. That's how we, in my opinion, that's how we experience this place we call reality. But anyways, I use a pendulum, like a pendulum in a clock, except mine is just a little piece of quartz crystal, and it's got a piece of fishing line tied on one end and a key ring on the other. And there's about 2.5 inches of fishing line between the two. And I just swing my pendulum around and I ask a question, and it has to be a very brief, detailed, complete question. It has to be kind of simple too. It can't be a complicated question. It has to have one answer, basically.
Okay.
Because what you're doing is the theory is that you're tapping your unconscious mind, which knows all. Some people may think they're tapping things like what Tesla or Edgar Cayce had tapped whenever they went into a meditative state of mind in order to get information about something. And it's the same thing, except you're just using a device. And deviceless dowsing is when you're not using a device at all. You're either using a finger or whatever else body part that you've programmed to get a yes or no to the question that you ask. That's about as simple as I can put it. If you'd like to go to a website that can help you understand dowsing a little better, there is the American Society of Dowsing, which is the ADS website. I don't remember if it's .com or .org or .net, but just do a search for American Society of Dowsing, ASD.
Do you have that link in your forum?
No, I don't, actually. I should put that in there.
Yeah, make a section on dowsing. That would be, I think people would like that.
Well, I think I do have a section on dowsing.
Okay. Okay, thanks, Kevin. Let's move on to our next case. This is case number 678, and this is for Adam Castillo. I'm really sorry about this picture here. It's really, really dark, and that's all I could get. And I think Deborah checked, and there's still nothing out there. Either way, this case was opened February 18th, 2009. Deborah, what information do we have for Adam?
There's really not a lot of information for Adam.
Okay.
This is one of those cases that was from Find Me Too also.
Mm-hmm. I think this one was. I don't think the last one was, though. Either way, it doesn't make any difference.
I'm pretty sure Adam's was. I don't know for sure about James.
Okay.
Adam is missing from Wilcox, Arizona. The last time he was seen was about 2 in the morning on Sunday, September 14th of 2008. They say some party goers claim that some girls in a red Honda picked him up, and that's about all it's on the net for him. There's not much for him at all.
Okay. Do we know if he's still missing?
Yes, he is.
Okay. I have two dream drawings and a map. First one says, Jimmy had the drugs, fight over her was really about them. Went south to Mexico, N-O-S-A-I-S, Nasales, something like that. Next one is some building. It says in the back. I think Adam may be alive in this place in Mexico. Was able to find a general location, but need to redo this one. I found that there is a town called Nogales, or Nogales, I believe it is, and that's in Arizona. I know this is a Find Me Too case because there's a grid coordinate right there. Even though, like I said, I kind of argue with the fact it's giving a grid coordinates. I can just say Nogales. That's not going to help. You can give that a grid, but that's not where I think he might be. I mean, he may be in the town, but I don't have a grid. But the grid is there. That's what I have, Deborah. So there was a town, so that may be accurate. Kevin, I have your notes.
Okay,
go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You said something about Salas, or
no,
you said
no,
S-A-L-S?
No, it says No Salis, no Gallus, but it says, but I found it actually says NOS AIS. And I was able to find a NOGALES, and I thought that might have been Nogales. That's what I came up with. I mean, that could be wrong. I'm saying that I did find a town called Nogales. So I'm doing some research. What do you say? What do you got?
Okay, well, I had heard the part Salas, SALAS.
Yeah.
That's someone that was charged in the death of Tony Epps.
Okay, well then that's changes everything. Can you send me a link to that? Because I have a map here of a Nogales, Nogales or whatever. I thought maybe that was what it was, and I put a map down there.
And this guy is named Jeffrey Salas, and they charged him for the 2000 death of Tony Epps, which is
okay. So then it says, so instead of a word, no, it's actually no, the word no, and then Salas.
Possibly, yes.
Yeah,
it said prosecutors said that Salas had killed Tony Epps over a drug debt.
Can you send me the link to that?
Up to $18,000.
Send me that link, please.
They never found Epps's body, so the guy was acquitted. I'm getting the link right now.
Okay, I'm gonna write something in here too.
Okay, link goes to a 404 page, but I do have the
map,
the text. And this is posted on case file in the forum for Tony Epps. Was posted by D. Lopez.
Okay, cool.
So,
and once again, missing person
safe.
form. All these cases, you click on these case files, it takes you to that specific case in the missing person forum. So once again, we ask everybody to go there. So I'm going to put notes. The map above could be wrong. Please watch show, and that'll be the show we're doing. Watch show details about this. Definitely, if that's the last, that's the name of somebody involved. Yeah, that's not a town then. So that map really means nothing. Thank you, Deborah.
Well, that could bring those other two cases related to each other then.
Mm-hmm.
And sadly, without Tony Epps's remains, Jeffrey Salas got off. He was acquitted of first-degree murder.
Well, but it says no Salas. I mean, I don't know. That means it could be no for anything, but when no says no Salas. So, anyways, anything else, Deborah?
I think that it might be worth looking into if these two could be related. I mean, as far as doing redos on cases, we're going to discuss Tony's case next here. To do a redo and see if these two are related would be a good idea, I think. Because, you know, it's the drugs and, you know, that Salas is brought up in Adam's case, too.
Okay, that's good. Kevin, I've got your notes. Would you like to read those?
Sure. For Adam Castillo, I have alive, running away, moving to another country soon, someone being paid to help Adam, Rick A, Learjet, Alpha X45 reward. And then my notes after the meditation: Adam could be running away to another country with someone helping him. Rick A is possible last or middle initial. A small jet, like some kind of a possibly involved. AX45 may have something to do with that jet or something else, and that's all I have.
All right. The other country could be Mexico, because that's what I had gotten from the dream.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah, it could be.
Okay. Thanks, Kevin. Deborah, anything else?
I'm looking here. It seems that there may have been some arrests made. Let me see if I can find verification from something that I saw. Arrests made in Adam's case. Several people arrested with drugs involved. I think yes. Numerous arrests, it says, and seizure of nearly 200 pounds of marijuana. They did this as a result of leads that they were working on. One of the leads was the one for the disappearance of Adam. So I'm going to give you a link for this article here. It lists who has been arrested in this article, and this article is from this year.
Okay. There's your Learjet, Kevin. Some drug cartel or something like that. A small jet of some kind possibly involved, may have some type to do with that jet or something. Okay. And you sent me the link? Okay.
I wonder if the numbers could have anything on it. AX.
Kevin, you mean like a tail number or something like that?
Yeah, you would know about that, wouldn't you?
The tail numbers usually. Yeah, I know something about that. I know in at least in the United States it starts with N or November. That's a little short, but it might be part of a tail number. Sure.
Could it be a landing runway number or something else?
It sure could be something else I don't know of, but that wouldn't be a runway number. No.
Okay. Well, in my notes after the meditation, I said a small jet of some kind.
It
so
might be, let's say, an airport identifier. I don't know. Usually there are like 3 letters. I don't know. It could be anything, though, Kevin. It could definitely have something to do with an airport, though. All right, I got that link, Deborah. Let me post that real fast, and then we'll move on to the next case.
Ben.
I'm missing the H. But anyways, guys, if you have any information, or you don't, and you just want to do something, please go to Missing Person Forum, sign up, and do something. Anything. Get naked.
Yeah, Brian, this show is definitely about audience participation, listener participation during the show, too. And even in the Missing Persons Forum, you're welcome to post in here. But when you were talking about the James Patrick case, I was doing some searches on Google, and I found a letter that one of his family members had concerning James Patrick, and I sent you the link in Skype to if you want to post it somewhere, or I can post it for you in the forum.
Post it in the forum. I'll post it in the case too.
But as you're listening to the show, whether it be MP3 or in the chat room, anytime you get a gut feeling or anything, maybe you think something might match, don't be scared to post it, or send it to Brian. You can say it's private and just say, hey, don't say my name if that's the way you want to go. But as long as it brings brings closure, missing person case closure for all involved as a whole, then that's what the goal is here.
Well said, Kevin. Okay, Deborah, let's move on then, okay?
Okay.
We got one more case tonight, and this is case number 680. This is Tony Epps. I have his picture up right now. This was opened February 22nd, 2009. Deborah, what information do we have for Tony?
I do remember that Tony's case was requested via email.
Okay.
He has been missing since March 21st of 2007 from Wichita, Kansas. 36 years old, 5 feet 8 inches tall, 315 pounds, African-American male with black hair and brown eyes. He had left to go visit a friend, and he never ended up going home. At the time that he went missing, he drove a 1996 Chevy Tahoe with a U-Haul bumper sticker on it, a tailgate, black rims, and large tires. His cell phone was last used at 5:55 p.m. on the day that he went missing. Once again, that's March 21st of 2007. On March 23rd, 6 days later, they located his vehicle at Green Mill Restaurant. And that restaurant is at Kellogg and Rock Roads. And his cell phone was locked inside of his truck. In July of 2007, a few months after Tony went missing, they charged that Jeffrey Salas that we were talking about on Adam's case. He's also known as Jeffrey Hopper. They say that Jeffrey Salas and Tony Epps participated in criminal activity together. They did not disclose what evidence they had against Salas right away at, what that criminal activity was. He was charged with the first-degree murder. He did get acquitted when they were unable to locate Tony's remains. Tony left behind 2 young sons. His family says that he did not use drugs or drink alcohol. And the authorities do suspect foul play. Obviously, they charged someone with first-degree murder and went through a trial for it. But just with all the circumstances involved, they feel that Tony has come to some harm. What do you have on this case, Brian?
Okay, well, it's definitely murder. The first one says was shot 6 times with 9mm silencer. Body was put into Red Ford Taurus and taken. Was hate related. News, and then Yonatan Carr, it could be a person's name, Yonatan, it could be the last name Carr. And I made a note to put underlines under that for some reason or another. Next one says, police have OV in room. And actually that might not be OV, it just might be the letter V with a circle around it. And it says room India 6 or I1 or I6, buried off Turnpike, 16 miles, Red Jacket. I had to do a little spell correct here. Red Jacket, 16 miles. That's all I have. I see that there's a note that says show to number 21. Is there some reason why we may have brought up this case back in February 22nd? Aji Desir, Haley Cummings, Mark Desir, or Denninger, John Benet Ramsey?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. That's what I have, Deborah. We'll definitely read you on this one to get more specific information as far as that. Kevin, you got your notes? What do you have?
Okay, for Tony Epps, I have dead, murdered. Woman lured him into a trap which led to his death. Regina is her name. Money motivation. Body and barrel, underwater. Lake with question mark. Pier 21, marker 6. 30 to 40 foot deep. And my notes after the meditation. Tony could be dead. Woman, possibly named Regina, may have helped to murder Tony. Tony's body could be in a lake. Marker 6 could be a buoy marker. I think I spelled buoy wrong, but I couldn't find the correct spelling for it. And that's it.
All right, just try 2 and spell check. It's not there either. All right, thanks, Kevin. You have murdered, and you said underwater. I did have buried. I don't see anything with Red Jacket. Oh, thank you, Deborah. BUOY. I'll fix it for you. So you have that. Kevin, if you get anything else, let me know in this case. We're going to do a redo on this too.
Okay, I'll make a note of that.
All right. Thanks, Kevin. Deborah, anything else for Tony?
The only thing that I can think of as far as referencing, did you say it was show 21?
Yeah.
Possibly discussing that Tony's case was opened.
Okay. It says 222. And the case was open 222. That's it. Okay. That's why. So I guess. So if we've caught up to these cases and we were covering these cases, are we redoing these cases on the show or what? Well, if I don't remember it, then the viewers don't know.
Running into where it was discussed on a previous broadcast, like Tony's case here.
Mm-hmm.
I think in the beginning, the new cases were discussed some but not all the time and not as much as we do now. So it would probably be a good idea to run through them.
Okay, well, the more the better. But I mean, it's the more we talk about it, the better. It definitely can't hurt. Um, Madeline McCann, I had got a picture somebody sent me from Madeline McCann. I certainly hope it's not a Photoshop. But if it's not, that's her. There's no doubt about it. It's posted on Madeline's case file, last page, page 33, and she's alive. But you know, I certainly hope it's her. But I said if it's not, it has to be a Photoshop. There's no possible way that there's two girls looking just like that with that defect in her right eye. There's no way. So I'm hoping that that's her. Deborah, you probably didn't even know about that, did you?
No.
Okay. If you can read that, you can read that. That's in my case file for Madeline McCann, page 33. I also put up some of the shows that we were doing on this. Anyways, I made a note that we will do another show for Madeline McCann since she's still missing, and we put a lot of time and effort into this case. So if that's okay with you, Deborah, and Kevin, I'd like to get you to do some meditations on this case too. And if that's all right with you, Kevin?
Yes.
Okay.
So let me get this straight here. I have
Madeline McCann.
Okay, you want me to do Madeline McCann?
Yep. Tony Epps.
Okay, and then Jennifer Kesse.
Jennifer Kesse. Yep.
Kesse.
We'll do a whole show for Madeline McCann. And we've had Gail St. John, Reginald Lewis has done something. I believe Travis Sanders has done something. Dalton Kropp has done something. Christine Hamlet has done something. If you're a psychic, not a psychic, if you had anything, a dream or whatever, please contact us. Even about the Madeline McCann case or any case. We really want to have you on, and I don't care. I mean, we don't need to have you on the show. We just like to have your material. You can be anonymous or whatever. We need that. So anyways, I will be doing an episode for Madeline McCann whenever Deborah tells me I can do it. Okay, Deborah?
Well, whenever you want to do a show for Madeline, go right ahead. That's kind of one of those where I can kick back and relax because
you'll see me get really irritated.
Madeline's case, I just kind of let you blow your top.
Yeah, well, I certainly hope that picture is her. There's been too many letdowns, and there's been too many people saying, 99% sure of whatever, and all this kind of garbage. And I certainly hope that she's found soon and safe. And nothing's really changed as far as my work goes, but my work means nothing if she's safe. That's all we want her to do is be safe and be reunited with her family. I am trying to find a picture. There we go. Okay, this is Aji Desir. He went missing January 10th of 2009 from Immokalee, Florida. So far, the only news organizations that's really done anything that seem to care have been the local news. Even CNN decided to do a 30-second, maybe a 1-minute thing for Aji. As far as I know, no other news media has done anything but local news, and we thank them for that. We're begging and pleading that Oprah Winfrey would actually, bring this case to attention of the media because he could be anywhere. He's 6 years old. He has the mental capacity of a 2-year-old. He needs our help. We cannot say that enough. Deborah and I set up findaji.com. It's FINDADJI.com. We're asking you to please go there, please register, and please print some photographs, and please let the media know that Aji's missing. Okay, he may not be the right color some media organizations look for, but either that, he's missing, and he's 6 years old. Okay, he's an American. Okay, he's from this country. He's from Florida. He's from Immokalee. Please spread the word. Deborah?
I think you covered it.
Okay. Good night, guys. Once again, our show is not going to be 7 days a week now. It's Sunday through Thursday, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And at briansdreams.com/TV, or you can go to Blip or click on the links or whatever. Good night, guys. Thank you, Kevin, for being on, and thank you, as always, Deborah.
You're welcome.
And Kevin,
Glad to be here.
You're welcome. Looking forward to that Oregon stuff and your Clarity of Awareness show, too.
Okay, cool.
All right. Good night, guys.